a few days ago, the Minister of
Defense.
Defense and Dr. Edward Omanebuama, right? He went to Public Defense Committee to brief them on the pertinent issue that happened in the year 2024, that some weapons and ammunitions were moved from the Ghana Armed Forces to the National Security Secretariat. And after the change of government in 2025, the national security and national defense can't account for those weapons that was moved.
Seriously?
Question now, besides ammunitions, no way. I'm
When they fire.
Answers not bad. Right on.
When they fire,
Gabi, you see, how did we lose it from the national security?
That's the first question.
Who sanctioned it? Who moved it?
Who took?
So, my brother, moving to another serious subject, equally serious, but this in political, economic terms, in the sense that the Attorney General, the Honorable Attorney General, Dominic Ayini, and his oral from the National Democratic Congress, the new government, saying they want to recover all loot, all stolen, and all corrupt politicians will be persecuted. But we've witnessed that Dr. Kwabena Duffour, right, serious political actor of the National Democratic Congress, and he has been charged with
Causing financial loss to the
caution,
states.
financial crimes. He has corruption and all, and even 8 others, including his own son, Kwabena Duffour Jr., all included. And the government, by all standards, must prosecute them to set the perennial example that Ghana don't tolerate corruption. That the saying that they will fight corruption when they are in opposition, they must put it to practice for us to see. They started with some, prosecuted some, in the sense that former actor of the in the former government, Dr. Dubois, has been charged with finance.
He's still in court.
Yes, but Attorney General came recently to say that
For noli prosequa.
in the Dr. Kwabena Duffour
Versus the states.
and 8 others versus the states, their case, he has entered into what they call in Latin noli prosequa, right? That he won't pursue the case anymore. Considering that the man and his accomplices want to bring 60% of what they've stolen. So they will let them go and keep the 40%. They stole 100%. You see, they stole 100%.
My brother.
So if that 100% is 8 million, they will bring 60%.
Yeah.
And they will let them go. They don't deserve any prison, no prosecution to set example that the state is serious about corruption. It seems the Fourth Republic is at it again. They are protecting their own. That's how I see it.
It sounds like a broken record now. Like the Fourth Republic.
What can they do again?
Yeah, the Fourth Republic is like. What come as I'm crying now? Now I say I do saying because the pattern is so clear. Like the pattern is so clear. They will do it for crying out loud. Attorney General Dr. Ayini, one of the first things that he did was to file noli prosequa in the Opuni versus the state case. Okay? Dr. Opuni had a long-standing case because he served under the first government.
Yeah.
under John Dramani Mahaman's first government,
Yeah.
there were some contractual issues, and the Nana government charged him. He was in court. They could not bring finality to the issue. So, in Dr. Ayini's defense, if the issue has run for 8 years, or let's say 5 years or 6 years, and there's no finality, he sees that there is no case or whatsoever. And so the state should pull out and the accused should walk free. But I'll tell you a pattern. This is the Fourth Republic. This is what they do. They protect themselves. So the fact that the Nana Danko Akufo-Addo government, being an MPP, so you thinking that, oh, Dr. Opuni is NDC and therefore they will go full force and actually find whatever was done wrong. That is not the case.
Yes.
That is not the case. They will charge you for many reasons, but the least of them is to see you being punished. You understand?
Why is that?
Because the Fourth Republic only aim is to enrich and protect the political actors.
But it seems selective that some
Of course, I mean,
seemingly-
they will throw some low-hanging fruits here and there. Because for crying out loud, how can you tell me that in their own statement from the Attorney General saying the nolle prosequi and the arrangement being done does not in any way exonerate the accused from the charges?
No, yeah.
So it is agreed that these charges
Crimes
are
have been-
legitimate.
yes, crimes have been committed.
These charges are legitimate. How is it reasonable that the state is choosing to recover 60%? And this 60%, we don't even know the amount. So when they say 60%, 60% of what? Is it $100 million or 100 million cedis or 1 Ghana cedis?
Yeah.
60 million of what?
Yeah. 60%.
And why does the state feel like the accused must be rewarded with 40% of taxpayers' money?
Yes.
Dr. Ayini and his deputy are telling Ghanaians that the accused must be rewarded with 40% of taxpayers' money.
Money. For what?
For what?
stealing?
For what? For being a major political actor? Is that what they are telling us? For being a one-time, he almost ran for the, what do you call it? The flag bearership. You understand?
Yeah.
Which he withdrew later.
Yeah.
Is it for being a core member of the party? You see, these signals being sent rather tarnishes the images of these personalities even more than pushing the case. Unless they know that if they push the case, they will be found guilty and that 100% will be required of them, or even a jail term, which they want to prevent.
And that is the most important.
Which they want to
It's
prevent.
not, we can fool
Because-
ourselves that we can actually get 100% back of what is perceived or alleged to
We
be
can even get
serious.
more. We can seize their properties or whatever. But at the end
It
of the
wouldn't,
day,
it wouldn't amount to the actual.
fine.
See.
That is another issue. But then the deterrent part
Yes, serving as an example that
is the most-
nobody is above the law.
is the most important, crucial thing that Ghanaians are looking for. And the
Yes.
Fourth Republic is dancing around it.
Yes, that either you are a big fish or small fish.
Exactly.
When you steal all of our money, that's
Still big.
yeah,
The Fourth Republic is preaching still big, still huge, share with political actors,
belong to a party.
belong to the political,
Class,
elites,
yes.
and you'll be covered. But then make sure that you're still big. Because if you listen to the arguments of people like Martin Kpebu, I was heartbroken to say that, oh, these people have good lawyers. I'm like, God have mercy. He started like this way. They have money, so they can hire good lawyers. Martin Kpebu, how can you say this? Are you saying that the state does not have money and that the state prosecution lawyers are not good enough to get to the finality of the case Come on. And you know that these things is not about the money. Okay, 60% of what? 60% of what are we talking
Going
about?
to court is about facts. That
60% of what are we talking about?
You've discovered that the crime.
You have discovered crimes, and in your own and
without reasonable
and in
doubt.
your own communique, you said that these not only prosecute or this standard you are taking does not in any way exonerate them.
Yes.
So you have clearly posited that they have crimes. Dream in some also
state in the lose more. Say you do my cheek. Say yeah. You state in the lose more.
Argument. No.
Yes.
Okay.
Now I'm 60%, but yeah.
Argument.
I didn't know point to Attorney General. I didn't know
about fatal argument we are moving. Say any politics in tea, and they want to protect themselves. These are intelligent people. They would not have said this.
Yes.
Because it doesn't sound intelligent in any way. How about using people to serve as deterrent? Adena atwesi or that jail. Is it not the same this banking cleanup issue? Adena on the other jail. Adena kaka or the buy the engine on and on. He should have been left alone, or because Atuesian is not a member of any political party, and I say on your financier of any political party, or he doesn't play ball with them such as they want it, so they will sacrifice him to bring a semblance of justice. Time. Now, Dr. Ayini there. Just say, me dream won't cry now. Then
man dreams always me.
Yes. Yeah. Because that man, I really respect him.
I didn't see it coming.
No. But I was taken aback when one of the first things and I said, open case, or withdraw, I was like, yo, Papa, case, what about two case? Also be a case in a king kind there on my yakwa. If the MPP, as a then, more lawyers on my states, were finding some things short, rectifying near who the finality of the case. Now, court and case on your bonny behind or son, uncle baby. Yan case change na tiamu for being too on your bonny. That's not what we are saying.
There be. And
that's not what we are saying.
Embarrassed minimum, almost say you go to court to prove without reasonable doubt.
That is the issue.
Say assumptions. The
evidence. Nipa no onya hwe munya no baby and I say hey de nipa ya ye de ene ye mra say ebo mra iti no ye de no kwakotu na da achi bi obi benya sa position
obi am benya kokodro
obi benya sa because what a sound mu twa to one say wo wia Ghana sika 100% 40% na de be ma
yes
60 ne de
yes
ye beje
yes
esa boni be ni me say ade na to esien de ye de no kotu jail. That's the question I want to ask. So this can be coy. He paid some. There was negotiation going on. He paid some. When you be ambano, the akana when you ambano, and I'm going to go to. If their logic is that, say the nipa ko tuma, yensan kan yesi kadia. San komuja atu esi. Nanka di otua na when you ambano. By now anka wa ye juma. Enya says kan dia den. Aba. This is a shame. This is a shame. This is a shame. They should bow their heads in shame. So now they are putting it in our face. Some are more Ghanaians than others. That is what the Fourth Republic is establishing. That some people are closely above the law and some people are below the law. That is what the Fourth Republic is saying. And it hurts me that this is coming from our Attorney General. Your lawyer ni penya on the set.
Opposition time or opposition. On my young say on memorandum see obi and the deputy justice from side. I'm equally shocked. I'm equally shocked. On social media before government. It's appalling. To practice it,
and this proves our point. Say you can be uneducated, but if you choose to be patriotic,
yes, you'll look intelligent. An intelligent person.
You're not
patriotic. Yes, and so
because
the lack of patriotism.
Infantile argument, what do you mean?
The only common denominator here,
what do you mean,
is that they are non-patriotic.
What do you
any
mean?
patriotic individual will see the right thing done. You see now.
In effect, Bonina and Amonso also.
Yes.
Bonina and Amonso also 60% are mocking. The states Ghana for Assemna, Attorney General, could name as lawyer my ye nim se in net and all this caneba. And all China and all this caneba. Ye nim se can button a crow or deba. So this information is not necessary for the public to know. Is that what the Attorney General is telling us? That we do not deserve to have this information? Come on. This MPP and DC politics are here so for the public. Time. Selective justice. And whenever there is selective justice, the people will come to the final conclusion that these laws is not for us. And they will rebel.
Yeah, they will rebel. It will make it
you are making a nuisance. You are making a nuisance of the 1992 Constitution with your
so-called
democracy.
They tarnish the image of democracy.
That's the side. Ne boss. This are let man say on be posting. It don't know kind of idea no or kind of idea no can put MPP now power and MPP yes idea.
Uncle logic pa.
Logic ne
bro for. Yeah, they be prove say yeah.
That's my book.
Nipa no mo call some jam.
Straight.
But see
oh no, for the public.
Yeah, Tom Paradise among over the 60% back.
For the public there that be. For the public assembly.
No.
National Martin Pebu Ora Martin Pebu o can semini pine. Be can semini entia. O say sister ni na half a loaf. Martin Pebu.
But no, I have no concern or a private individual. On your Juma must state.
Yeah, on your Juma must state. My shock is that he's one of the people that I really respect.
Yeah, he's vocal on corruption.
I really respect and he's vocal
highly
on
vocal
and he's part
corruption.
of the oral.
Yes.
He's part of the oral operation. Yes, Martin Pebu.
Then that is public.
Yes. You understand?
If he's part of
no, he's part of it,
but
and it's a public.
The president instituted.
So, you see, it gets to a point. We must be principled
and follow through wherever we go.
Principle and follow through. Sleep. The omuye. It is see. Obi be this could be that bia. That's on us 55% and have 40% back. Since you said you tomorrow.
No, you're a good lawyer. According to Martin.
According to Martin Pebu, no, you're a good lawyer. Which then say Ghana lawyers, no. Oh, Mudima, Mudinema Ghana, no.
Ghana lawyers na omako school omo yenim so omo including no Martin Pebu no and yes omadwen keke na omo de and our conviction say would bima and I say would for number could diama o ba obetue
of course say ejuma no moye
obetue tuanko
granted ejuma no moye but Martin Pebu argument and say because these people have money what is the state money o
yes
they are able to hire good lawyers.
Yes.
Now my focus and my attention is on the word good lawyers.
Yes.
Is Martin Pebu trying to say states Ghana individual was casting Ghana. Oh no betima high good lawyers. Ghana there
no
high good lawyers.
Not Attorney General no.
The truth of the matter is that there is zero political will.
Yeah, there's
and that is why our representation in the courts will not go full out. And that is why Attorney General is doing what he's doing.
Yes.
Zero political will.
Yeah.
No political will be anyone say you see it didn't crack.
Yes.
It's okay then let's throw something out for the people
and close this case. You be follow through or man Ghana who say your man nkoda who so ntimi be ye nia
is a respected person in this country. Okay?
He wanted to be a president.
He's a high profile person.
The character when I get to be the president.
Maybe he's a high profile person. All of a sudden, Ghana is satisfied with 60%. All of a sudden, Udo be too if you are all of a sudden, half a loaf is better than none. All of a sudden, into Oyesana, you are eroding the confidence that the people are supposed to have in the justice system of the state. And this is
Yes.
the MPP, NDC
Yes.
politics. Almost so
Yes.
Omudi Bonia, they cloak themselves, they show themselves, they protect themselves. Omudi Bonia, they are normal.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
It is a CA, it is a CA. Maybe I say, I to AC, I then pan other prisons CA. I had another prison. Amonjano. So even 30% to me to a crowd Munjano. On the Juma. No fact. Say I'm a Ghana there, 60% nation. It's on the Juma on fat the Akan yet. And so on the baby. J or Hoya day. Or J Hoya day. They should bow their heads in shame.
Yes. The political
They
class.
should bow their heads in shame. So I do my see it.
The
And they know
republic.
it.
See?
And it should not make them say, oh, the people will just, like it became.
Oh, I'm him said by 1 year Ghana for
King.
yes, someone him said Ghana
Ebiane
for
King, ex-president Kufuor aka bibi atrom na yam so man te Ghana for no many te. 4 years na ni achiro. Our higher. You be kai the MPP for you be kai the NDC for you. Most ankofo menu we nyina no. More one style.
yes.
More one style.
I'm dream said Ghana for
Sana mafa Ghana for.
almost shifted Ghana from
Sana mafa Ghana for
left
because
and right.
at the end of the day, organizations and our resources are ultimately organizing.
But just obi antimi win.
They be omope.
Omontena number.
Amope no betime wini in the end. O kan kra na enko se Attorney General say asem no on DH3B.
Omontena number.
Attorney General say asem no on DH3B. 60% no yenim say in there and Dr. Conrad for the 60% in the beba. And then you say 60% say eyeteku say yes employ.
No, yes, 60 100 near
160 near.
Emu 60.
Say who 60 na you be 100.
49 or they call.
Charlie. 40.
Promising paradise.
Oni o man the champion.
Yeah.
Ono age o man sika. One fan koye dey say. One fan koye dey say o say o dey koye because say na the bank all the stress bank central bank ebo no which is legal is part of the banking act. So. One fan sika na anya dey san ko dey ye no. O man say o dey nya hwe. 40 ni dey. Tina so answer. For system man fan koye ade. Come on.
No, and that grow, but there's there's a mildly, I don't know if it's good or bad news, right? Recently, the finance minister, Dr. Kasia Latosian, right? He read the media budget in Parliament, and there's one salient. They threw a whole lot of policies and in the air as the Fourth Republic do. Even though there's
the big push,
this government they look promising.
Of course. I'm very impressed.
They look
with how
promising.
Forcing is doing
but
these things.
I will still tell them say the F-Walla Kufuor government in standard no. Inti almost say failure finance minister they say he says Ghana used to pay all contracts, both local and international contracts, right, with the dollar. So they're going to stop that practice in their effort of stabilizing the city, the cities, to make the city great and stabilized and economically sound, right? So they are going to pay all contracts in Ghana cities. And I think this is laudable. So come with me, yes, I do. We are mukai, Parianka, Sanka, yes, and power. Like a Ghana government betray contracts, road contract, whatever contract that government bear awarded, you're charging the dollars near between $300, or you're charging the cities near between the cities. Sana government, which in the first place, Anka, almost $300 and yet.
Illegal. It's not right.
But for the reason of client states say America be per se countries be trade almost currency nim ejo omode ato omode enko ba bia nti anu nti na man ba na sa
illegal tender aye use okroma aye the Ghana cedis and aye illegal tender
cedis
what I said the Ghana cedis no aye illegal tender. Interman is saying a biner who is the custodian of the sovereignty Jaisi di ne to ho. Na on private individuals are going into contracts with dollar, another country's currency. It means that no dollar na ankasa say ebia tuya ade ebia 10 cedis which is $1. Now all the 10 cedi eba akoto dollar no ansa na all the dollar no aba yede aba betuya. They make what I say. So ebia if you want to say ebia I say I buy amount 20 cedis. Okay, I say I buy amount ebia 20 cedis. Now I buy the 25 cedis. Akoto dollar. What I say? Now what bro? So I want 5 cedis loss now you making. Eni hwe. Ade na nipa no ontua ne ka e wo sika awudim. Ade ye sika no is a junk.
Yes, economically it is junk because we borrow in another man's currency. We borrow the African country, Ghana, and all African countries, almost all of them, borrow in the dollar. And they trade in the dollar. They push their monies and currencies aside and trade in the dollar. So the dollar and the foreign currency like pounds and euros, they sell on the currency markets, but none of the African countries are traded with.
The dollarization, okay, the dollarization of our economy is mainly spearheaded by the government.
Yes.
States na I say dollar ababe
and that's
preferred currency. Yes, spend it. You understand?
Yes, spend it.
Don't make us say government, and they push our agenda.
Yes, because we are not self-reliant.
Because the government is the biggest spender. And it says government not the biggest spender, or spend dollars, or $2 or the dollar.
Yes, BBI okoto outside, okotonso
on government. Instead of say, oh, you should see it, or you should dollar. It's only a champions idea. It is almost say, you see me the Fourth Republic way, no creating a meaning. Say, I do not want to swallow it hook, line, and sinker from the word go because from experience they have shown say they will say A and they will do B.
They can say beautiful poetry.
They will say beautiful things
and translate it in the most grossest ways.
Sana execution you'll be shocked. So let's see how it goes. And I Chrome send a baby I bet it.
Yeah.
Anyhow the issues will go.
You'll say I started July week. Started July. So we're watching if they can make it happen, you see.
That's it.
That's
it, but I think sir we must commend him and his team, especially on how inflation has been able to be managed, hitting a single digit, how a certain level of stabilization in our CD. We still want it to drop more, but then at least wait my make your projections, quarterly and monthly or annually projects, whatever projections I'll be making. This is what is needed in any economy to be able to thrive. It must basic things.
Yes.
And also they are saying say the states local borrowing, our states need borrow locally, or better so. In effect, what will mean is that these commercial banks will have extra money to loan to individuals, private people who want to do business in Ghana. That will bring the interest rate also down because the states, anymore. Factors are economy good. Looking at all other factors, the interest rate can also be positively impacted. The interest rate, as it stands now, is not the best.
Yeah.
Say I could loan at 30 to 45%. Got loan 30, 35%, 40%. Would you now? In other jurisdictions, it's as low as 1%.
Yeah.
Some jurisdictions can put 0.
Yeah.
You understand?
So
other than you intimi moldy the economy to this level. Yes, as the way you say fam my Ghana from Fanya Juban. And no quabrane ba cope. As an no banking tino or cotton honey this kind of manner. No what so. Now Attorney General, it can have a catch say. Nipa no for 40%, no for 60%. No the same way. You can't never. You see?
And you find the way.
You see?
Oh, yes.
So, yes, Dr. Kesato Forsen is doing well, and we wish him all the best. Yeah. Wow. And a big push on Moka said they want to complete some infrastructures. It has already been 70% completed. Until only can account, not only all those infrastructure. I like it. Good.
But I was appalled when I had their counseling, one district, one factory.
I don't know more council.
A government, a government who's pursuing what 24-hour economy.
You need them to run.
You canceling.
Why? What is the reason?
Say, he can. As usual, they wouldn't give the real reason or logic reason for their. But they are
factory no Irania and you can't afford to be
24 hours now.
And you can't afford to be
What else?
I don't know how much.
It shows incompetence. It shows too much politicization.
That is the issue.
You see,
it is purely politicizing and politicking and making sure say we are wiping away your memory or whatsoever.
Yeah.
Look, as I wiping away memory, a certain group. Anytime, and that thing it always backfires. It is how that dirty politics. No, Ghanaians have grown beyond it. A certain area, maybe I'm to Obama NDC, and there's this one district, one factory there. And maybe I can create to complete or whatsoever. Now one choir. Yeah. So I'm for not to meet me. I dare tell myself about 2 about say, Omodo NDC. What kind of nonsense is that?
And it shows a lack of patriotism.
Complete the thing.
Lack of leadership. And a lack of continuum. It's part of the
governance
Fourth Republic.
Governance is into infinity. It's continue.
Yes.
It's
say in Papemu, what they are here
unnecessary divide and conquer.
Yes.
Obe one district one factory. Obe twice. And then another din, and then you'll be a din, and I fire home. And I Ghana for Omubenye Juma ye, and
Sikano the yes, Sikano, your Ghana for
Omubenye Juma ye, and here. Meanwhile, one and most maybe 24 hours.
Yes.
One and more promising jobs.
And as it is going, the promise of 24-hour economy, when it is pushed through, foreigners never enjoy. Because local companies near the idea, percentage, borrowing percentage in near the crack killing.
Of course, no, not something to
be foreigner, all but no. What do you say?
That's how many incentives we bring. Low electricity tariffs. We are not what the profits, no one into $1.
Yes.
Not the Kony crew.
Yes.
Not Ghana for the day. They are being promised every day. I mean, I don't know what's now.
Read between the lines.
Moye bibia. Mon dreaming that check a grand dream. Just a modie. I think. That time.
So, meanwhile. You can't say a car.
It's like of forcing. He looks like a very level-headed person. He should really go back on this one district, one factory.
He should advise his boss.
He should come back.
President Mama. Should do right by Ghanaians.
So
it's our money. It's our money. Don't let it go.
Agenda 111 hospitals in there.
Yes, it's our money. Don't let it go to waste. The borrowing you did. You are not going to pay. Akufo-Addo is not going to pay.
Because the state is into infinity.
You got to pursue it to finish it for us. See.
This political actors almost be any maybe
yes. So
Ghana for here Juma.
I'm practice near
Ghana for here Juma.
So these debts are owned by Ghanaians, all of us, not the leaders. See, we are going to pay, so they must pursue the projects when there's change of government. So we hope they'll do right by but I don't support canceling the 1D 1F.
We don't support it.
Yeah, so
we don't support it.
You have any last words for the people out there?
Yeah, so my brother, I'm wrapping up. We are still calling on the states to nip it in the back. The Boko issue is now going haywire. We cannot condone it anymore. At least the Fourth Republic should do one good thing so that when we are saying their goodies, we will mention that one too, that they were able to put a stop to this illegality, because this is crime. Ghanaians are precious and they are protected under the 1992 Constitution. It does not give any groupings or any individual the right to bear arms and capture people and just murder them cold-blooded. It does not. So we want to see arrests. For the first time, I want to see arrest. I want to see that, oh, these people who did A, B, and C, they have been arrested. And they have been charged. And the due process is ongoing. Then we see the finality of the issue. Because they have given the perpetrators immunity to commit crime against Ghanaians. And that must not be condoned. You understand? The John Dramani Mahama government must do something about it. So yes, the measures have been put in place, the curfew have been put in place. That is one side. The other side is the justice side. Who thought that on a broad daylight, they can take a gun, enter a school, capture a student? Because this is not random, it's targeted. And just murder the person. Who gave them that effrontery? Where are they getting the arms from? You understand? Dr. Maneboama has a lot of questions to answer. Okay? The state is bigger than any other groupings or political groupings or tribal groupings or whatsoever.
Without a doubt.
You understand? So these must not be entertained. It must be nipped in the bud as soon as possible, and we'll be following how it unfolds and what happens. And also, talking about our justice system, I mean, there's no way this 60-40 percentage can be justified in any way. There's no way we will choose not to use people as reasons why others should not commit crime. People are being sentenced to death in China for similar issues. Why? Is it the Chinese government is barbaric? No. They want to set that strong warning that the next person having given all these privileges, because the truth of the matter is that it is a privilege to be able to own a bank, okay, and to be able to get such assistance from the state. What they 60%, you are keeping 40%. It's a shame. The Attorney General and his deputy, they should bow their heads in shame. Their argument is infertile. That these people are rich and that they have money to hire good lawyers. What do you mean? So the state lawyers no more. State lawyers no more. Now when I've been saying justice side. What are you talking about? And lastly, the dollarization of our economy. No more money say enye. The Fourth Republic political actors no money say enye. But then again, I'm going to package this to a musum years. I'm package this show, I'm package this share, I'm polytank. I'm one yes idea. I'm one answering young coachy dollars and gold bars. What you want to send me? You can't show you, so say anything want to send me. You can't. You bit me episode number. You see, Fourth Republic near party near one way. So I know what you. But sure more sacra or more. They are trying their best and doing well. Okay, and before you forget, Dr. Amanebo Amokasanoka said, Ghana Armed Forces no, here akonde any niema. Just said they are falling short into no, I said state no, and I know said the state will do that as soon as possible. But yes, I know you must see the investigations going on. The IRA also no, you must see investigations going on. Why not? Or no, if I want him, you see, people must be held accountable. That's what we are asking for, and we wish the state the best, like we always do. Every Ghanaian must be patriotic and must defend the state, because this is all that we have. And with a unified mind and a patriotic mind, we can achieve a lot as a people. So, we wish ourselves all the best, and we are watching the government. We want to see some good news, especially coming from Boko. not just say a word thing, but people are being arrested and people are being charged because the deterrent factor is missing out. The kunipa yenchi obia, the kunipa yenchi obia, and it's not the chain. Obi from Subago kunipa. Yedisika yenchi obia, you 60%, you keep it for 10%. At the chain, obi wa ko disika.
All right. You see, my brother, thank you for coming. God bless your presence on our program all the time when invited. And Comrade S.A. Hammond, Yadawanoasi. And this has been the Warrior King podcast. Here, we talk matters political and patriotic. And we must state it emphatically all the time that here we don't follow partisan politics. What we follow is the state Ghana. We do what we do for Mother Ghana. When it affects Mother Ghana, that's what we talk about. We follow what is worthy. So we urge you to follow, subscribe, watch, and let's learn together. And to the government, we would appeal to them to deal with Bako issue. This Bako debacle has been on for a long time, and it has even escalated. So we need them. If they mean well, this is the time they show us they mean well about Boko and the security of Ghana. And we need them to investigate the missing ammunitions and weapons and why the escalation in the Boko debacle. And we need peace in Ghana. We need peace in Boko, all parts of Ghana, all individuals and hands involved in this incident. We appeal to you that this shouldn't go on. This is a big tarnish to the image or the brand and hype of Ghana that we are peaceful. So this has been the Warrior King podcast. I'm yours truly, the Okugo president. Let's meet next time, and thanks for watching.